Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Director. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to take a moment to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. This has been an exciting year, and so I really want to thank you so much for that. I am getting ready to do the yearlies. I will be dropping them in as soon as I get them done, so they won't come out at once or be dribbled out, but they will definitely be done before the end of the year, so plenty of time to view that, to see what 2020 holds in store for you. If you would like your own personalized version, then hit me up, send me an email to moondirected@gmail.com. I'm only charging $20.20 for them if you order it this month. If you wait until January, then I think it'll be back up to the regular $29.99 price tag. So, also, if you would like to order it as a gift certificate, a reading for one of your family, friends, or something like that, that is totally available, and I will send you a certificate that you can give them. And so, wow, you have an interesting week ahead of you. Holy cow. Okay. But you're going to come out on top. So we'll get to that in just a second. I want to just take a moment to encourage you to always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. If this isn't resonating for you, you might find the messages for this week for you in one of the other things. Your sun sign is the core of you. It's how you feel inside. It's your value system. But your moon sign, it's how you're going to feel, react, and respond to what the planets are doing, what people are doing, and how other things going around you. Your rising sign, that's how you interact with the world. So that's your personality. That's how the world views you. So it's always good to kind of get all of the pieces together. So what do we have going on for you this week? We have the Tower, which no one ever likes to see, but when it comes out coupled with the Six of Wands, I say, hey, guess what? So you've got some hurdles and some challenges to overcome this week, but you come out the winner. So heads up, not going to be an easy week. But you end up winning, and so you can't dislike that too much. So let's go ahead and get into this week. We do have some interesting planetary things happening besides just what the moon's doing that I kind of want to touch on. We have Mercury that's moving into Sagittarius on Monday, and that is going to help everybody feel a little lighter, a little brighter, a little more willing to get out there and do things, so that's nice. And you've been working on this idea, right? Because the moon is now over here. We walk into the week with this moon sitting here in Taurus, and this is about focusing on what it is you want to accomplish, on what your ambition is. This is, it's becoming more organized, and it's getting ready you're getting ready to like present it to whoever needs to know about it in order to move it forward. And so you have the Secret Keeper. So hold your tongue. Like, you might want to go out there and share what it is that you're doing here, and the moon in these particular, with Gemini, we have Gemini just dominating the reading this week, and with all that energy, it's kind of like you want to get out there and you want to tell everybody, you want to sell that idea, but it might be time to wait just a bit, don't let the cat out of the bag too soon. I hope the kitty that's sitting over in the room over here isn't offended by that statement. He's like, let the cat out of the bag. I don't want to be in here. All right, so on Tuesday, the moon is going to move into Gemini at 11:47 a.m. And so this is supposed to be about selling your idea, and it's time to bring things out into the open. But now we have the Secret Keeper here, and so maybe you don't have enough information, or maybe you need to keep things on the down low, even though the moon is going to be saying, no, take action, tell everybody, promote your idea. If it is not quite ready to go, if you haven't, really seen all the aspects to it that you need to, you might want to wait. There is a solution coming on Wednesday, and so, you kind of step into your superpower on Wednesday and figure things out, and I think that's how you overcome the hurdles. And so, hanging on to the Secret Keeper. Also, I wonder if a secret comes out, and that's what the Tower moment is. Could be. Could be. All right, so you have delight, count your blessings, and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. And you should expect the best, because even though there's hurdles to be overcome, I am so sorry about the lighting. You win, because he's definitely crossing the finish line first. right? And then you have innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. And so, don't forget, for most of the world, there's some sort of a holiday going on this month. It's not the same one for everybody, but there's a lot of holidays that are crammed up into this last month of the year. And so, take some time to find the enjoyment along the way where you can find it. There's always this pressure to be like, to have the perfect setup and all these family and friends and gatherings, and maybe that's not your life at all. And there's a large portion of people that is not their life at all. You're not alone in that. So look around and enjoy the holiday lights, whether it's your holiday or not. Look around and enjoy the festiveness where you can find it. Find the beauty in what is being created around you, and focus on that. And I think that'll bring a lot of help to you, especially like on Wednesday. There's some planetary aspects that are going to make that sense of isolation kind of kick up. And so keeping an eye on your dream, focusing on where it is you're going, figuring out what it is that you want out of life and how you're going to get there, and just enjoy the beauty and the wonder where you can find it, and find the delight in the moment, and focus on that. Counting your blessings, right? So Thursday's chock full of all kinds of interesting things. Thursday is the full moon. It's in Gemini. Gemini kind of looks like a doorway. It's happening at 12:12 a.m. on the 12th month, the 12th day of the 12th month. So 12:12, which is a gateway, is happening. The full moon's happening at 12:12 Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. This gives this full moon, which is actually calling in that 12th dimensional Christed light of divine love, and just bringing that in a spiritual awareness to the planet. Whether or not people are necessarily aware of what's going on, it doesn't mean it's not happening, right? And this is happening on, this dark, this long, dark full moon, right? So they call it dark just because the day is dark. Okay, these two. All right, so there's just a lot going on there, and so take some time. Take some time to write down your full moon intentions. If you are not in the habit of doing that, do it this time. And do it the next 2 times, because they're on eclipses. Okay? We have the full moon, the new moon eclipse, and then the full moon eclipse. And so the next 3 moon cycles, really take the time to write down, what are you grateful for in your life? It's the end of the year. It's a good time to count your blessings anyways. What are you grateful for? What do you need to release? That's what full moons are about. What do you need to release, to let go of, to move your life forward in the direction that you want? What's stopping you? And commit to yourself that you're going to do that. We'll get to the commitment phase here in a moment, but understand that that's going to be asked of you. And so this full moon has awakening ancient wisdom, deep inner knowing is emerging within me and soaring into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. So again, with this innocence, this wonder, finding the fun and allowing the fun and the delight and the innocence of what's going on in your life to shine through. You have a new start is coming. Surrender to the divine. It's a full moon. So what do you need to let go of? What are you concerned about? What are your worries? So when I say surrender to the divine, are you resentful that other people have things that you think you should have, or things that maybe you earned but they took credit for, or they can have somehow that doesn't seem fair? Or, so anger, resentment, bitterness, those things can really block the flow of abundance. So working on those things in particular, yes, letting go of relationships that don't work, but if you haven't let go of the negative feelings around it, then you haven't actually surrendered that relationship anyway. So maybe you're like, well, we broke up already and I'm not in that relationship anymore. But if you listen to the way you talk about that situation, what does that sound like? Does it sound bitter and angry and resentful? Because if so, then that's what you need to let go of. It's really great when you can say, that relationship didn't work out, and I appreciated what I learned from it. And you can be happy that they are no longer in your life. That's all right. But you can't wish, you should not. It blocks the flow of abundance when you wish ill on someone else. And so when you feel angry about how things left or how they were, resulted. I've had many relationships where I walked out of them financially depleted. And they seem to just go off on their merry way. And I could be angry about it, or I could just know what I know. And that's okay. Because I can always make money. That's not the problem. Right? So I just let it go. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's like, okay, whatever. But what did I learn besides that? So surrendering to the divine and bringing love into the situation. So it feels like in order to bring this new start in with this, it says a new moon. So that'll be in like 2 weeks. And it really looks like that eclipse, right? It really looks like that eclipse that's coming up in Capricorn. So, releasing and letting go of what's not working so that you can bring love into the situation. And I think it's love of self. And a love and appreciation for the other person. They came here. You had a plan together before you incarnated that they were going to come teach you this lesson that you did not enjoy. But what did you learn? Because if you learned from it, then you don't have to go through that lesson with somebody else who was like, well, I'll be your backup. If you don't figure it out with that, then I'll come and I'll give you the lesson again. So try to learn it the first time, right? So that you don't have to go through that over and over repetitive. That's how you learn things thing, right? So then at 6:23 p.m. on Thursday, the moon is going to move into Cancer. Into Cancer. And so that's using your intuition to really do a little self-reflection on what's been going on in your life and what brings you the joy and the pleasure, because this seems to be very key for you this week is what actually makes you have fun again. Like, it feels like the Spirit's saying, you guys haven't been having a lot of fun lately. What do you need to do to bring in the fun again? And then commit to it. It is about commitment, but this is commitment to self, to your self-values. And there's this aspect on Friday of Venus that's in conjunction with Pluto, and that says go deep into what your values are and where do you find that self-love. And so there's a lot of emphasis on what actually brings you the joy and the pleasure in your life. Where are you gonna find that? So we have dream big. Yeah, dream big. You can create whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want. If you feel like that's not true, then I say take a look at your life and where are the millstones around your neck that are holding you down from being able to leap through the air and clear the hurdles. What's pulling you back? What's weighing you down? That's what you want to release. That's what you want to surrender to the divine. It says let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. I really want you to take a look at this picture right here. And I want you to put your face on that dude there. And that is you. Completing the race. Crossing, clearing the hurdles. And breaking the winning ribbon. You won. We can all be winners. There's no limit to who can win. And then we have mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So if you are, especially because we have all these childlike wonders stuff going on here, if this time of the year, which it can often do for many people, kicks up that, things didn't go so great with my mom feeling, or as a mom, you're like, wow, I wish I could have done this better, different, whatever. When you can love and accept that you came here to learn whatever lesson that was, which is probably self-love. If it's mother healing, it's usually about self-love. Then if you can understand that experience with your mother was designed by you to come and learn how to love yourself and to nurture yourself and to care for yourself, then you can appreciate that that they made the agreement with you to do that, and you can thank them for that. You can, if that's too much, and sometimes that's too much to really get the first time through. That took me a long ways to get there. Well, I started out with, I know she did the best she could. I did know that. Did I think her best was very good? No. But when I realized one day, oh, wait a minute, she was supposed to not have a really great best, so that I could learn how to nurture myself, how to take care of myself. Self-empowerment comes through self-love, self-care. When I realized that that was the mission, I'm like, oh, good job then. And then I could express actual gratitude for that situation, because so much of who I am is because of the experiences I've had, right? Same with you. Whatever experiences you've had in life, they help create who you are. You know? So when you get to Saturday, and that moon has moved overnight into Leo, you know, we also have this Jupiter trining Aquarius. Ooh. Jupiter trining Aquarius, so they're both around 5 degrees of Capricorn and Aquarius. Taurus. So it's grounded energy. It's practical energy, but we've got the expansion of Jupiter and the crazy tower energy of Aquarius. So you might find the tower moment at the end of the week, where things like seem to explode out of nowhere. Look for the gift in that. Find your balance. It's about finding the balance and having the confidence to know that you can do this, right? That you can cross the finish line. So it might get a little challenging this week, for a number of reasons, right? Everybody's running around hurry, scurry, trying to get stuff done. But there's going to be a major breakthrough. And sometimes in order to create the breakthrough, like you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs, right? So kind of look around the situation this week and go, okay, but how does this benefit me? Instead of, oh my God, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. No. How does this benefit me? What can I do here? So you have, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, and believe in magic. So whatever the situation is, look for how it benefits you. How does it allow you to cross that bridge? What can you leave behind so you can move forward? And when a situation abruptly ends like that, say thank you. Because if you weren't doing whatever it took to get out of that situation, and all of a sudden, let's say a relationship breaks up that hasn't been going well, and then out of nowhere it just breaks up, and you're like, oh my gosh, tower moment, right? No, gift. The universe says, we were hoping you would do it for yourself, but we really need you to be free of that, because next year for everybody, 2020 is so powerful. We need you to be in position to accept the blessings that are coming in and the challenges, but you can't get to the blessings without the challenges, or you get through the challenges with the blessings, however you want to look at that. Next year's really going to be interesting. So believe in the magic, journey by the moonlight, believe in what it is that you want to create for yourself. You can do this. You can do this. And this mother healing thing, that's a tough one. It really is. And especially during all these festivities where everybody's like, oh, family, and you're thinking, I don't know about that, right? I don't know about that. Just remember, you learned something really valuable about yourself, and it was important to your soul journey. So you get two color cards. Oh, okay. So this is really funny. I did a video for you. I was trying to do 2 weeks, and it was too much, and it stressed me out. And I'm like, I can't do 12 videos covering 2 weeks, and so I decided I'll just do shorter ones. Well, they won't be shorter, but I'll just do the week by week. It was too stressful for me. But the 2 color cards that you got last time are the same ones you have this time. So none of the other cards are really the same, although the message feels very familiar. This one really emphasized more about you finding the joy and the happiness. And so I feel like that was important. But you have Plum, overcoming challenges, and Burgundy, awaken your passion. So what do you really want to create? What do you want? The card that came up for the new moon for you, for the full moon was, what do you want to create? Was actually what it said. And what do you need to release was what it said. What do you need to release? And so this one said surrender to the divine. Same thing. What do you need to surrender, to give over, to clear the obstacles? To clear the obstacles and awaken your passion and joy for life. What's going to make you throw your arms up in victory? That's what this week is about for you. That message rang through both of them. Only this was less stressful to do, so I'm happy. And if I'm not happy, I'm not doing them. Okay, so you guys take care. Have a great week. Love yourselves. Look for the blessings and the gifts in the chaos, because they're there. Sometimes it's like digging for buried treasure, but that's kind of fun too. All right, that awaken your inner child, right? Go after I'm going on a treasure hunt. Somewhere in the middle of this chaos, there's a gift, and I'm going to find it. All right, so you go have a great week, and we'll talk soon. And be on the lookout for the yearly video. It'll be here in time for the new year. You take care.